So what I'm going to be going over today is basically how to turn a prospect from cold to sold. And I'm going to use this prospect, Ashley. So in this case, this was the first kind of interaction. This girl had just come into our group. Doesn't really matter how you're getting people into your group, right? You just have to get them there. If you're paying for ads, cool. If you're doing it organically, cool. Doesn't really matter. It's once you get them there, is your group set up to be a client acquisition funnel, right? So I made another training kind of showing how to set up the group. But now when you get people in there, right, you have to do outreach. So this is our first message. Kevin got in touch with her within her first day or two in the group and basically did a three-way messenger thread with an intro to me, right? Hey, Ashley, first of all, thank you for spending some time chatting with me. Meet Raymond, co-founder of the company. Ashley wants to know more about our offers as well as how we help our clients, hit these revenue goals consistently. Ashley chimed in, right? Already the prospect. Thanks, Kevin. It's nice to meet you, Raymond. I booked a meeting with you at 1 p.m. Looking forward. Exciting to get started. Absolutely, absorbing information like a sponge. I just replied with, yeah, no problem. I can help you with that. Nice to make your acquaintance, and we'll speak soon. Then I sent her a resource. So there's a few different chats with her, and I'll skip over to the other one. The messages might get a little convoluted because of that. So I'm trying to go in order, but I think I might have sent her something in a DM because after I have a call with somebody, I have them send me a friend request or vice versa. And rather than blow up multiple threads, I send stuff, directly to folks. But basically I sent her something outlining the Trojan horse offers. So she understood them. She understood, what we do, how we do it, and really see if it was a good fit. So there's lots on this page. Don't want to focus on the wrong thing first. What's my next move? So that means let me go to the other conversation because this is a little later. January 4th. When was this started? January 4th. So it can't all be the same day, is it? Next step would be, okay, so that's exactly what happened. And I'll go to that DM. I can see by this message. There is a lot in there. You're right about that. Next step would be to speak with our senior advisor who could break down the deliverables in more detail and how that would look for your offer and audience in particular. At that point, if both sides are certain it's a good fit, we will show you the next steps, how to move forward. If you'd like, I'll just place his booking link here below. Boom. So I set her with my senior advisor and then amazing. Thank you. So let me go to one other one. Let me go to the direct convo with her first and see what was in there. And then I'll scroll to the three-way thread. Why am I on Irwin? I typed in Ashley. This goes pretty far back, huh? Okay. So basically, I showed her a couple of resources. This one in particular kind of shows the, you know, what she was looking for. I gave her a couple of resources because she had asked for a couple of different things, and I just wanted to make sure she had full clarity. What this also does, now, not everyone's going to have these resources. You're going to say, Ray, where does that go in my process? You can still give them advice, something of value. It doesn't always have to be a resource, but from cold to sold, the trick is you have to educate them on your process and, that you can deliver results, right? You don't have long to build up the trust, so you have to have some solid foundational things. Not everyone's going to have exactly what we have, and anyone who watches this, if they want to see in particular what I send, I can show you, but it's always going to vary. You know what I mean? So anyway, I sent her those resources. Then she messaged me, back saying, okay, I'm ready for the next steps. But also, awesome. I've been a part of this Facebook group, she meant, for less than 8 hours, and I've already learned a ton from reading posts and some of your free resources. That's why I love it here. You said you absorb information like a sponge. There's lots of it. Yes, I'm hungry. Can't wait to quit my day job and focus on this. So, we just started talking about some stuff that we had in common. And then I just gave her some examples of, our company, what we stand for. She had sent something earlier about being burned right here. I'm a bit cautious because I dropped 10K on a similar program. So I just explained how we stand out here, and then I gave her a post that I actually posted recently, not that long ago, kind of telling why I hate exactly what she's talking about. And to go into more depth about that message, I said with her. But, I was like, I hate to hear that. At the same time, that's, part of this whole side of the industry, unfortunately, but that's what gave me personally more initiative and motivation to create my own offer and company. So she's like, that's a good way of looking at it. How long is the program? I see that 12 weeks, I would have access to your system for the rest of your life. So now I'm just explaining more about the program. And then by now we have her booked. If I'm sending her this link, that's with one of our coaches. So that means she's already bought. That's when I was scheduling her onboarding call. So the last conversation, just so you understand everything that happened in the flow, but this was all within 48 hours roughly that she was a client from coming into the system. She said within 8 hours she had already, seen results, things like that. And this was the last thread. So once I set her and I knew she had booked a call with my senior advisor, Danny, right, I do this thread, which we've always talked about. Okay, didn't scroll all the way up. There we go. And I always do this, right? Hey, Danny, meet Ashley. I had a brief call with her yesterday, and I got to know her a bit. Ashley, this is Danny, the senior advisor you'll be speaking with. I just wanted to make sure you guys are connected, had an open chain of communication, and a brief intro. Ashley's looking to grow her business agency in 2022 and hopefully supplement her day job income so she can walk away from that. Then Danny chimes in and does what he does as the advisor, what he's trained to do. But also she had said right here, what did she say? I actually had an organic lead book a meeting with me last night. Now, this is from our free stuff. This is before she bought. Tried out some of the sales techniques that I got from your free training and already secured a $2K deal with him. First meeting, cold lead, under 30 minutes, and $2K for me is a big deal. So I'm already on my way to 10K. And I'm like, that's awesome. I love hearing when people, get results from our free content and resources. And then she had one other really good one in here. Happy Friday. Just finished going through the FCP launch book, which is what people get when they enroll into this program. Can't wait to get started. Happy to announce it's 5 days since I joined the Facebook group, and this is only maybe 1 or 2 days. Actually, this would be the day after she joined our flagship program. So she's already in that within 5 days, but 5 days since joining our group, she's already invoiced 7K and haven't even used our stuff yet. Just a few tricks she learned from our free resources. So again, awesome delivery. See, we're delivering value up front and lots of resources. That's what makes this process work. But there's the whole messenger process and how this looks.